This is Sparta!
Ready? يلا جاهز انزل بيها 3 2 1 يلا 3 2 1 يلا اوعى تسيب يا عريس وراها بقى يا شاب وراها خش.
Most women think this was disrespectful, but a lot of men thought it was funny. She spent hundreds of dollars on her makeup and hair, making sure she felt her best for her wedding day, and you thought it would be funny to drop her in the pool. I'm rethinking the entire marriage, and maybe that's a hot take, but a real man is never going to have you panicked over how he's behaving. He's not going to embarrass you with his actions, and he's not going to emotionally drain you. A real man is supposed to make your life better, not ruin your hair and makeup on what's supposed to be one of the most special days of your life.
Every wedding season's videos like this flood our timeline and our FYP, all of men deciding that this is the day that they want to be funny. This is the time that they want to pull the prank. This is the time they want to make their guy friends in the audience laugh, whether it's with their vows, whether it's wrestling her down and smash cake in her face, and now whether it's letting her fall into the pool, ruining her hair, her makeup, and everything she did to prepare for that day. Two things men like this don't consider, and that's time and place. You can play like this on the honeymoon, when the stakes aren't high, when hundreds of thousands of dollars hasn't been spent on the gown and the makeup and the hair, when money hasn't been poured into, when the photos matter the most. This isn't the time to be playing around. Unless she said it's the last photo of the day, let's just have fun, and she was in on it, that's one thing. But she didn't look in on it to me. And in my opinion, a joke or a prank is only funny if everybody laughs. Shame on the people laughing in the audience. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe he asked her to trust him before doing this. So now you put the trust of your new wife in jeopardy because you wanted a couple of cheap laughs at a wedding.
It was supposed to be the most magical night of their lives, but in the middle of a beautiful pool wedding, the groom suddenly did something shocking. Cameras were rolling, guests were watching, and what happened next left the internet divided. Let's talk about it. It was a stunning night wedding. Friends, family, and loved ones had gathered to celebrate the couple's big day. The atmosphere was perfect. Lights shining, music playing, cameras capturing every moment. And then, while the bride stood in her gorgeous dress, full makeup, all smiles, the groom gave her a push and she fell straight into the pool. The crowd, they went wild, clapping, laughing, cheering him on like he had just pulled the funniest prank of the night. The groom himself looked so proud, so happy about what he did, almost as if he was the highlight of the whole wedding. But here is where the debate comes in. Weddings aren't cheap. The bride had spent time, money, and effort on her look, the makeup, the hairstyle, the dress, and everything. Some people see it as disrespect, while others point out that the bride actually looked happy in the pool. This raises an important question. Where do we draw the line between humor and disrespect in relationships? A prank that makes one partner feel embarrassed, even if others are cheering, might not always be worth it. At the same time, if the bride herself truly enjoyed it, maybe that's just the kind of couple they are. Playful, fun-loving, and not afraid to laugh at themselves. Please leave your comments below. I would love to hear your take on this.
She was trying so hard not to cry. If you look at her face, you can see that she was embarrassed. Some people may not think that was a big deal, but I think that was pretty embarrassing for you to do to your wife on your wedding day. I don't see why that was even necessary for you to do in the first place and then post the video so other people could see it. There are some things you just shouldn't do on your wedding day, and that's one of them. Also, when people take the cake and mush it into each other's face, like, what's the point of these things? They're so embarrassing. Again, I know some of y'all may not think it's a big deal, but me personally, I would want to protect my wife's image and protect her feelings on her wedding day. I just don't see the point in doing what they just did. Go back and watch the video again and look at her face when she first came up out the water. How embarrassed she looked.
Did you guys see that video of that man throwing his wife in the water at their wedding? Let me tell you something. Instant divorce. No, the papers, I'd be like, don't even send the papers to the people. Don't even send the papers in, because what? And people are talking about like the hair, the makeup, and all the things, right? Which are very important because women, you know, if you've ever been in a wedding or if you have been married, you know how long that prep takes, right? But my thing was safety. Remember a few years ago, it might have been a long time ago now, time perception is crazy, but remember when that bride and that groom were doing a photo shoot on the beach and the water swept the bride and she died because the weight of the dress and the weight of the water carried her under and drowned her? She could have drowned. That woman could have drowned because you wanted to get some laughs and some a hee at her expense. Like, and then he said, "Do you trust me?" That is supposed to be your person, your man, your mate, your protector, your provider, your covering. And he says, "Do you trust me?" And then proceeds to drop her in the water. No, I can never trust you again. And she already looked a little nervous when he was holding her over the water. But to then actually drop her in the water, that could have been detrimental. Like, and then he jumped in afterwards, but no, buddy, it's too late. It wasn't like it was the end of the night and they were like, "Oh, let's just do this for the people." No, you could tell that was like mid party, mid reception, or the beginning of the reception. Ain't no way. I would be like, if we lived together, I'd be like, "Mama, I'm home." Because what? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I don't understand why this keeps happening and why men think this is okay. I just watched a video of a woman and her husband. It's their wedding reception, and this lady has on an exquisite wedding gown in like an ivory satin. Oh, she is just stunning. And so the husband, they're taking photos. Well, there's a pool behind their venue, in the venue. And so he leans her over in this really dramatic pose, like he's going to, kiss her as he's leaning her over. And then he drops her into the pool and starts laughing. And all the guys are just clapping and cheering like he's done something great. What is this? What kind of mentality, what lack of character and integrity tells you that it is okay to drop your bride into the pool, ruining her gown, hair, makeup? Her whole evening is ruined. And then later on, he comes and jumps in the pool. Let me tell you something. There is nothing funny about this. And I am telling you, my mindset is, we're done. Do you hear me? I will go the rest of my life alone than deal with a person who thinks so little of me that you would embarrass and humiliate me like this and laugh and think this is funny in the midst of our people. Lord have mercy, I can't do it, y'all.
So, what do you think? Was this groom's poolside prank lighthearted and funny, or did he cross a line on such an important day? Personally, I think it shows how different couples view love and respect, but I would love to hear your take. Drop your thoughts in the comment, and if you have ever witnessed a wild wedding moment, share your story too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment so that the algorithm will push this video to other beautiful people out there. Thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next one.